Let's now welcome the participants. First, the defending champion from Greenwich, London, England. His professional record, 21 wins, 2 defeats, with 20 of his 21 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the reigning and defending IBF heavyweight champion of the world, Triple D, Daniel Dynamite Dubois.
Well, here is the reigning and defending IBF World Heavyweight Champion, Daniel Dynamite Dubois. Has come into this fight week looking pretty cool, looking pretty calm. Doesn't appear to be fazed by the gravity of the occasion. And this is the first defense of his crown against Anthony Joshua on Saturday night. What a fight it will be in front of 96,000 fans at Wembley Stadium. A record-breaking night. And what a moment for this young man on a redemption story right now. That win over Filip Hrgović was very, very impressive on the Queensberry Matchroom 5 versus 5. And Moses, let me bring you in here. What are you thinking of Daniel Dubois' redemption? That win against Hrgović, that was big.
Yeah, you know what? I've got to give it to him. It's like, I'm not going to lie, some of the fights I didn't think he was going to come out on top, and he ended up doing it. So he's got his confidence back, and I'm actually really intrigued to see how the weekend's going to go.
You've done countless rounds with him. Have you ever got much out of him conversation-wise?
You know what? We actually have. We have a lot, you know. Obviously, we've done a lot of talking in the sparring, but yeah, it's very, very difficult to get around some of his attributes, especially his jab. As you can tell, it's got a very, very strong, very fast jab, which is very annoying.
Who do you think wins the battle of the jabs on Saturday night?
I don't think AJ's going to be jabbing, you know. I don't think he'll be doing a lot of jabbing. Very, very intrigued to see how the weekend's going to go.
So one of the major concerns is that how easy Daniel seems to be hit.
Yeah, but at the same time, you actually got to give it to him. He's got a good chin.
He has got a good chin.
How many times has he been hit? And like, even the 3 times that he has been on the canvas, it hasn't been like knockout blows. It's been all right. He's kind of put himself on the canvas. So I don't know. I think he's got a good chin check.
Do you think AJ's got the kind of power to make a difference in
that? Yeah, 100%. And that's what makes this fight so interesting. It's like with AJ versus Ngannou, I didn't think AJ was going to knock him out. Because I was looking at Ngannou and he's been getting hit with elbows, knees, XYZ. I'm like, he ain't knocking Ngannou out. And look where he went and gone and done. So I'm intrigued.
We can see Kieran Farrell currently with Daniel Dubois. Maybe we're about to see some fast pads, or no, the gloves are they coming on or coming off? But that is the IBF heavyweight champion. Delighted to be in the company of perhaps a future world heavyweight champion, Moses Itauma. And Moses, you'll be there on Saturday night, 96,000 people. This is huge.
Yeah, 100%. So I don't know why, I'm not boxing, but I'm getting goosebumps.
Great to see Riyadh Season putting on a show in the UK as well. You've got Riyadh Season experience. You're unbeaten generally, but unbeaten when it comes to Riyadh Season. Great to see it happening in the UK.
It's a bit different. It's a lot different. I feel like there's going to be a bit more different atmosphere as well when you got the beers and whatnot. But yeah, do you know what? 96,000 people. Like, how huge is that? How huge is that? I'm excited.
You're in the gym with Anthony Joshua. We had a chat the other day. You talked about how you can tell he's switched. You've seen something in him. I think he spuddied you and he said, I'm ready. Tell us about that, what you've seen.
Yeah. It's even like, I saw him today and his demeanour is completely different to when I normally see him in the gym. He's a lot more switched on, a lot more focused, yet relaxed, which is the key. And obviously Ben mentioned today, he's been in this position so many times. Because I even went to him, I was like, he looks really comfortable, really relaxed, yet switched on. It's like, yeah, he knows what to do. He's been in this position many times. And I feel like that could give him the edge against Dubois, because look how many fights big fights AJ's been involved in. It's like, it's a bit different to the Dubois situation, and I feel like that could be evident Saturday night.
And we've been saying that the last few days, and it's a fine art that you only get perfect with experience, and that's being switched on, but not burning up energy, being relaxed but focused. It's not easy to hit both of those notes, is it?
And that familiarity that Anthony Joshua has with Wembley Stadium, he's done the Principality Stadium in Cardiff as well. You think that gives him an edge over Daniel Dubois because he's seen it all before?
That's exactly what I was trying to frustrate earlier. It's like AJ has boxed in front of 80,000 people or even bigger or whatnot, and it's like, I feel like that does play a part in that. I feel like when you get called your name in the ring walk and you see all them people, I don't know, like, I'm not saying Dubois can't deal with it, but it's going to be very new, whereas AJ's done it countless times already.
Dubois reminds me of a former fighter called Ernie Shavers. Very heavy-handed, comes forward, leans forward in the shots. So powerful, it's ridiculous. So you've got to outbox, and outpunch him, but you've got to do it clinically, and you can't sleep on it.
Daniel Dynamite Dubois.
There is Triple D, Daniel Dynamite Dubois, Kieran Farrell with him. I'm sure he'll enjoy the comparison to Ernie Shavers, by the way, Johnny Nelson. That's high praise for Daniel Dubois. I think we're going to grab a word with him. I can see Ali Drew with a mic in the ring. So Daniel Dubois very likely here to address the crowd. And he's got a few lines recently. He started coming out of himself. He told Jarrell Miller, hey, big baby, every baby has a daddy. I'm going to beat you like I'm your daddy. He's coming up with it now.
The delivery just wasn't smooth, though, was it? But it was a good line.
It was a good line. Have you been impressed, Moses, with Dubois? I mean, broadcasters are having to use the expletive button. He started swearing more. He's finding himself.
Nah, it's like, you can't really knock it. It's coming out of his shell a little bit more. And that was like one of the things when he was boxing Hrgovic. I did think that Hrgovic was going to beat him, and then like it was completely different with the press conferences.
Well, let's hear from him.
It's certainly underway. They're events in their own right. What do you make of the setup today?
It's great. It's good. I'm ready to fight, so I'm in a good place at the moment.
Now, we've just seen you moving around on the pads. What do you use the open workout for? Is it to showcase some skills, get a sweat on? What is the purpose of today?
It's all part of the pre-fight ritual, and yeah, I'm going through the motions and just building up my energy for Saturday.
You do look super confident and like you're taking it all in your stride. Just how high is your confidence right now, 3 days out from the fight?
I know I need to go to another level, my very best, so I can't wait for the challenge on Saturday. I'm ready to fight. Let's go.
Now, there's been a bit of discussion about how good you're looking out from the fight, the preparations. Maybe that you're looking a bit heavier than previous fights. Would you say that's correct?
I'm not sure. I'm not. Honestly, I've just worked hard in the gym. I've, suffered and worked really hard for weeks and months, so I'm just ready to fight now.
Not giving anything away?
Nah, let's go.
Are you going to stick around and see what AJ does in here?
Who knows? You might see me at ringside.
And a final word to the supporters who have come out today.
Yeah, tune in. You guys, it's going to be a great show on Saturday.